Hey guys, hey you guys, what's going on guys? My name is Jason, this is RayofLightTarot, and it is Sunday night, live from my room. It's Sunday night. What's up with you guys? So we're going to do some Sunday night live mini readings for you guys and just have a nice time. A nice time will be had by all, that much I guarantee. And I have a little bit of a list I'm going to be working from. The list is open. If anyone wants to get on the list, it's wide open. But I have a couple people on the list that I'm going to start with. I have Valerie and something else just came through. Hang on here. Valerie, Alicia, and Melissa. Thank you, Melissa, for mini read and happy birthday. You're so sweet, Melissa. Thank you. I wondered what that was that just came through. So, so much love and kindness that I just don't know what to do with myself, you guys. I tell you, I'm serious. Like, it's just so sweet. Thank you, Melissa. Okay, so Valerie, you're first on the list. I have Valerie, Alicia, and then Melissa. Melissa, I thought it was for two people. I was like, why'd 4444 come through? It says for a mini read and happy B-Day in all caps. Very sweet, very sweet. Okay, I did. I had a really nice birthday. You know, my cup runneth over. I cannot complain. I could, you know, we could all complain if we wanted to, but I really can't. I'm very fortunate. I'm very blessed to have a lot of great people, great things, great love in my life, and I'm just so happy and grateful. So, what more can you ask for, right? Um, Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, Valerie, the list is open for anyone who would like to get on it. Sasha, I just got your payment. So, we've got a little list kind of building up real quick here. I thought it would be a really quiet, light night tonight because the Emmys are on. My mom was like, "Are you watching the Emmys?" And I was like, let's see. I don't watch TV, so why would I watch the Emmys? You know, I don't even watch TV. So, no, I'm not watching the Emmys. But I heard a show that I do like because I watch Netflix, and Schitt's Creek is on Netflix, the reruns, I guess. Well, Netflix, you do get Emmys for Netflix too. What am I talking about? But anyway, I heard that Schitt's Creek won for like everything. It's like sweeping the Emmys, and I do watch that show actually. So I guess I should have watched the Emmys. Anyway, I don't care. So we'll start with you, Val. I know you wanted to ask about a certain specific situation. No, it says Sasha. It said Sasha. When I get my notifications, it doesn't say like when I get notifications, it doesn't say your dollar sign name. It says your actual name. See, my notifications in my text, it says your actual name. It says like Sasha Clark sent you 2222 or whatever, or 20. It is 2222 though, actually, but that's okay. Um, for those of you who are interested. Okay, Valerie, my hold on. Where are my freaking glasses? My Aunt Barb passed away a week ago. Yeah, I'm sorry about your loss. That's just what you have for her, for my mom, her sister. Yeah, so that I know you were asking like, did I think it would be worthwhile to get a reading? And I think yeah, it's always worthwhile if you're especially if you're looking if you feel like you want a message or there's something you're looking for, why not, right? But the reason I think you might have asked is because it's sort of well, I don't know how commonly known it is, but it is a known thing in this sort of the spiritual or psychic world. Sometimes it takes a good 6 months for someone once they cross over to really come through strong. In fact, a lot of people when they talk about being haunted by someone or something, it begins around 6 months after the person dies. In fact, long before I was ever spiritually woke, when I was living at my condo in Jacksonville proper, I had an experience with a best friend who died of a drug overdose, and she came in about 6 months after her death and really came in strong. Now, having said that, I think when you're doing a reading, I may not get, you know, I may not get like a mediumship experience come through for her where I start sweating and something profound comes through, but I may. And I definitely should get something for you from the cards. So let's see. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, angels, archangels, spirit guides, ancestors. Thank you for allowing me to connect. Thank you for the clear and direct messages. Thank you, archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel. Thank you for being patrons, pillars, and cornerstones. Thank you, ancestors and spirit guides. Thank you, Nana Renan. Thank you for your support, your love and encouragement, protecting my light, my energy, my vibration. Thank you for the clear and direct messages. Sasha, you didn't have to do that. I mean, thank you. But now you've sent above the amount, Sasha, because you just sent $5 more. So silly. Okay. Any messages for Valerie from her aunt or regarding her aunt? There's not, I feel like there's a strong feminine energy she's with. It's not just her. So what I do feel right away, I was being drawn to the picture of my grandmother's, which tells me there's probably a very strong feminine energy, maybe lineage, like an ancestral line that she's with now that she feels very sort of strengthened by and surrounded by. So that's beautiful. The Fool card is upright. The Magus, 2 majors, really nice. Princess of Swords. So she's watching you. She's watching you. She's already, like, she's really around. That's great. She may not be able to come through for a while, but she's watching. 6 of Cups. Very beautiful. Oh, wow. You know, something that's coming through right off the bat, Valerie, from your aunt to you is she is wanting you to know, and I've been told this before at times by people, but it's a real confirmation for her, for you, with the 6 of Cups. You know, the people that are our family members, we all know we have soul contracts with people. I mean, some of us are like on twin soul journeys where that's like your ace boon coon. But you know, in relationships, like this lifetime, you have a mother, a father, brothers, sisters. Do you know that in relationships we choose to reincarnate with the same people in different places? Like, especially when you have an ancestral line, they don't suddenly come back as your, you know, rotten neighbor. Your ancestral line is your ancestral line, and your aunt is going to, whatever she was to you in this lifetime, you've been things to each other in other lifetimes, and you may be in more if you have more lifetimes to go. The 6 of Cups is sharing that this is past, present, and future life relationship. So you've been more than just aunt and niece to each other, and you may be more than that in the future as well. My mother was probably my daughter another lifetime, right? My sister, etc. We reincarnate often with our family to play different roles. It's almost like a game of revolving chairs, but it's with the roles you play in relationships. I'm not using PayPal during lives. We're just doing Cash App tonight, so we're kind of keeping it in the family tonight, keeping it small. But another night I might be. So thank you for inquiring. PayPal is open for private readings, though. That's open for private readings, and it's listed in the description of the video. I love this, Valerie. I like the Fool and I like the Magus. I think she's letting you know this is not really about her. It's about you. She wants you to know that you're embarking on a really abundant period of your life. You're going to feel really empowered, and a lot of that empowerment you can gain. You can glean that from her and other family members as well. There's a need to really lean on that ancestral line of feminine energy that I was talking about in that power. There's conflict ahead in the future with your family members as well. I don't know if this is about now or if this is an acknowledgement of past conflict with family, but she seems to be talking about conflict. So it's like not to let the conflict fool you. I don't know what that means. I keep feeling that. Don't let the conflicts fool you. Like, it's almost like if you have family and you let the conflicts make you think the family's not close or that people aren't tightly knit or woven. Don't let the conflicts fool you. This is a very tightly woven energy between you, her, your mother, all of these people. These are tightly woven energies, despite what you may think. And so that's what this card is sort of saying to me. I don't know exactly what that's about, but there's an energy of abundance coming for you in the future. You have the ability to sort of write a story for yourself, whether that means literally writing a book or figuratively writing your own story in the future. She's watching everything. She's helping. She's watching. Many lifetimes lived, many lifetimes to go. All in all, a positive energy. The conflict is interesting. I feel like it's not so much about conflict to come, it's about past conflict and not to let it fool you, whatever that may mean. Interesting. Yeah, very close though. Very close. So don't let, apparently, it's very close. Are you doing I'm doing mini readings. Um, I'm doing mini readings, whether they be for twin flames, deceased relatives, work, finance, whatever. Yeah, I mean, whatever people want. If you want to get on the list, I have a list I'm working from. The list is open, but it is, who do I have on the list? So I've got Valerie, the next is Alicia, Melissa, even though you paid for 2 readings, I'm giving you one. Melissa, and then Sasha, and then Megan. I just got you. I got $20. Guys, the list is open. It's $22.22. I appreciate $20, but it is 22.22. Don't worry about it. But yeah, like just so everyone knows going forward, Sasha paid 20 also, and then when I said something, she sent 5 more. You don't need to send more, Megan. I'm not saying that, but because it's not, it's only $2.22. But I just want people to know because I've gotten 20 from 2 people so far. I don't know. Does it say 20 somewhere? I may have put it somewhere in there, and if I did, I apologize. It's 22.22. We've just been using the. I like the repeating numbers. I like it a lot. Is Alicia here? Where are you at, Alicia? Alicia. Alicia Lang for reading on love or career. Are you here, Alicia? Well, I know you want a reading on love or career, so I guess I'll just go ahead and do it whether you're here or not. It's a great number. Yeah, very good number. You're welcome, Valerie. All right, so let's go into it. Alicia, love and career, or love and or career for Alicia. What do you need to know? I had a doggy therapist come over tonight, guys. For Mr. Millie. She said he thinks I don't appreciate him. So you've got, Alicia, you've got the 3 of Pentacles here. This is definitely an interesting, and also Valerie, we're on for tomorrow night. Hold on, let me see your question. No, he's not peeing. No, he only did that, he only did that once. He hasn't done that again. So he's, and he actually likes the green beans mixed in with his food. So that's working pretty well. So, okay, Alicia. Alicia, you have the 3 of Pentacles here. This is an energy of building. This is your current energy. So, I, I, I feel like this is mostly though about career and not love, but it could be both. When we're talking about your career, if you're in a building energy, that means now is definitely a good time to be starting something new, to be planning something. If you've been thinking about starting a business, develop a business plan. Don't just go willy-nilly doing something. I see people doing things like that all the time, and they always lose motivation or lose momentum. Develop a business plan, write like a summary description of what you are, who you are, what you want to do, and let it be that. Because you've got the 4 of Wands in your central, like noted advice. That's saying doors are opening for you in the near future. So take advantage of that. You have the Princess of Swords and the Knight of Swords here surrounding that energy. So you're going to have a lot of opportunity coming in where you're going to get clear ideas, clear thoughts, clear communications with people. Even though in October Mercury is retrograding, sometime I don't even know. Do you guys know what? Sometime I think late October Mercury does retrograde, but now and up until then, I see a lot of good communication with the people involved in things that have to do with finances and the ability to do big things. The 9 of Wands is here in your recent past energy, which is the Wounded Warrior card. Don't let your past mistakes slow you down, whether it's in love or financial things, business. You know, the only difference between someone who is a failure and someone who is a success is that the failure gave up after the 9th time and the success was a success on the 10th try, right? We all have to fail. Failure is part of success. And I want everyone to remember that. That doesn't take a tarot reader or a psychic to tell you that. That's the life coach and the truth teller in me. Failure is a part of success. You can fail 9 times. That means you just have to get up 10. And then on that 10th time is when you hit the jackpot. You just have to not give up, okay? And so when I see people give up, it makes me very sad, because if we had all given up at some point or another, we would all have given up and not been successes. The success comes by being someone who continues to knock on the door, right? Keep knocking until somebody opens the door. That's the rule here for you. I know that the Wounded Warrior card is here, and I know that this makes it harder. It doesn't get easier, right? By the 10th go-around, it's not easier because you're carrying all of those baggages from the 9 times before. It's hard. It sucks. But that's why it's even more beautiful when you do succeed. In your near future, you have the Moon card, so I feel like there's a lot of heart desire wishes that are out there, a lot of things you're trying to manifest in, and Spirit's again sort of saying just be patient with yourself, with your future, and how it comes in. It's not going to come in ever the way you expect or want it to, but if you trust that it will come in better than that, that's how you get through it. That's what the trust is. That's what our trust in our higher power is about. It's about knowing, okay, it may not look the way I want it to look, but if I can just trust that it's going to work out even better, then I'm golden. I'm good. I'm Gucci. I can just sit through this and get along okay. So keep faith in that. Ultimately, though, a lot of doors opening for you, a lot of clear communication energy. So be listening, be looking for new, younger people, younger idea people to be coming into your life, Alicia. Be looking for that, okay? All right. Next on my list was, I think it was Melissa. Yeah. Melissa, you are next. I don't know how to send help for your reading. That's okay, Evelyn. I'm not doing PayPal tonight, guys. I'm just doing Cash App because I'm already kind of busy and I don't want to make it a long night. Sorry, guys. Not tonight. I take PayPal if you see the message that I do where I announce that I'm going to be reading. If you want to get on the list, I take PayPal every time before the reading. Like if you want to get in on the list ahead of time, but once we start, I usually don't take it. So for anyone who uses PayPal, send your payment the day of before I go live, and it'll be okay. But once I'm live, I like to stick with the one that I can get notified through my other phone. Where's where is Melissa? I know you're here, Melissa. What's your question, Melissa? Hello, Ray. Hello, Stacy. Melissa, where are you, Melissa? Melissa may have stepped out, so we'll move on to Sasha. Sasha, what is your question, my dear? Sasha. Where are you guys at? Sasha, Melissa. I got Sasha, Melissa, Sasha, and oh, there's Melissa's question. Just wrapped up 2 massive karmic cycles. I just want to hear what spirit my ancestors, guides have to say, like a message from them. Gotcha. Okay. Hang out for the positive vibes and encouragement. Well, we're sending it to you, Stace. There's K-Moon. What's up? Same price, $22.22, and I'm just doing Cash App right now. I do PayPal. The way I've been doing it lately is when I come on and like announce that I'm going live, I do, yeah, it's up now, Melissa. Melissa just posted up. What I do is I take PayPal ahead of the reading and Cash App, and then once I start the actual live, I just do stick with Cash App because I get the notifications live, so I don't have to leave and come back that way. Or like look something up. Okay, Sasha, Melissa's is up now, so I'm going to do Melissa's and then I'll do yours. What messages do you have from Melissa, from her guides and ancestors? What does she most need to know at this time about where she's at? Okay. Yeah, you definitely wrapped some cycles up. That 10 of Swords is still looming here, Melissa. You've got the 8 of Swords here as well. 9 of Cups, too. So a lot. What's interesting about the cards that are coming through, there's mixed messages from your guides. From your ancestors, it's like they want you to recognize your wish fulfillment, like wishes coming true. This is right. It's right here. It's not outside of your reach, right? But you've still got... You've still got things hanging on to you from these cycles that you wrapped up. Like there's a lot here. There's a lot of baggage in these cards, and it feels heavy. Sometimes we can not even realize like as human beings. Did you know like with abuse, your mind can actually overcome abuse and forget about it. But did you know even when your mind forgets, your body remembers? Like you can have something be like, no, I'm okay. And your body will still react. Your mind can be like, oh, I'm fine, it's gone. And your body still reacts to trauma. That's what this feels like. Like you're like, I've wrapped up the karmic cycles, I'm good. But they're going, no, it's like it's in you. Like you've been through some tough stuff with these karmic cycles. You've been through, there's trauma there that can't just be healed in a year or 10 years. There's trauma there that goes so deep that I mean, it feels very emotional. There's such trauma there that you almost don't need to worry about it, but also just know it's going to be a part of your experience. Like it's there. It's a part of your experience. And to know that is to be okay. Like just to be okay. Because if you're okay with you, everyone's okay with you. Right? It's okay. Like it's there, it's okay. What you don't want to do is get into self-denial and self-deception, where we pretend to be someone other than who we are because admitting who we are is too painful. You don't want to do any of this self-deception. They're saying if you want to get your wishes coming true, really do the hard looks and go, it's okay. Like, yeah, it probably is set deep in my bones at this point, some real hardcore traumas, and it's going to be there, and that's okay. Not everything can be healed from overnight, and I'm okay with that. I know I'm worthy, and as long as I know I'm worthy, like I'm worthy, I'm okay. Like it's not your fault. It's not your fault what you've been through. You know, I don't know why we do that sometimes. Um, you know, someone throws you away and then it suddenly affects the way you view your own value. No, that's their stupidity, not yours. You know what I mean? Like it's funny as humans how we react to things. Um, I love that the message is there's wish fulfillment on the horizon. You've got this Prince of Pentacles energy moving towards you. That would be Earth energy. If we were talking about signs, that would be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn energy. What it feels like is a bulldozer coming in. And I like it because what it's doing is it's clearing a path, not for its entry, but for you to move forward. It's like you've done what you need to do for you as far as wrapping up karmic cycles, and that's good. That's fine. You're doing what you're supposed to do. But you've also got this helpmate coming in that's clearing a path with a bulldozer. They're clearing a pathway so they can come in, and they're clearing a pathway so you can meet them halfway. And it is a pathway because the Three of Swords is behind that, and that's broken heart energy. That's that stuff that still hangs around in our DNA that can never truly heal because scars are a sign of healing, but they're also a place where the skin is not the same as it was before. It's not fresh. It's a scar, right? So a scar is a symbol of healing, and it's also a symbol of hurt. It's both at the same time. It's not either or. It's both and both and requires someone meeting you halfway, and you do have something coming in to meet you halfway, and it does involve wish fulfillment. But the big thing is to be very clear about who and what you are, where you've been, what you've been through, and what it means. You don't need to sugarcoat any of it. You don't need to worry about it. You don't need to let it get in your head. You just need to acknowledge it's there, and it always will be if it needs to be. And when it's gone, it's gone. And it doesn't really matter to you when it's there or when it's gone because it doesn't change your worth. It just changes what you know and how you react to things. It's a beautiful energy that comes through from your ancestors specifically, not necessarily angels or guides from the other realms, but from ancestors who have lived the journey with you. Because even though here's the thing, guys, even though our ancestors maybe haven't lived the same experience we've lived, because so much of what we attract to us, traumas, abusive situations, whatever, so much of what we attract is in our ancestral DNA and it's hereditary. They have experienced similar things to us 100 years ago, 200 years ago. So our ancestors do understand us. They may not understand the exact experience we're going through, but they understand our experience. And that's what they're here to tell you. We get it. Okay? We get it. There's value here. You're amazing. Wishes can come true. Be very honest with yourself, though. The Seven of Swords feels like a little bit of self-deception. So get real clear and honest with yourself about who you are and how not only are you worthy, but your worth is so much more. Even the value, it's added value because of what you know and have learned, okay, from those karmic cycles. So really beautiful energy. Thank you, Melissa. Good luck. Next, we're gonna do a Sasha. Sasha, sorry, Sasha. Okay. Just got out of a 2.5 year. Yeah, it felt very powerful the way it came through, K Moon. That was intense. Just got out of a 2.5 year long distance relationship with a Cancer man. I love him and I would like to be open to slow reconciliation, but he seems distant. Am I seeing him in a week to give him his things back? Okay. That question wasn't what I thought it was going to be. That the message and then the question just they went in, they were definitely divergent. It's funny. Is she meeting him in a week to give him his things back? You're welcome. Oh, she said she is. Oh, I am seeing him in a week to get my thank you. Thank you, K Moon. I was like, that's a weird question. Okay, thank you, K Moon. I was like, what? I totally misunderstood what you were saying, Sasha. Okay, so what you want to know is where this is headed. I got you. I got you. I thought you were saying like I want slow reconciliation, blah blah blah. But so am I meeting him in a week to give him his things back? Got it. Got it. Got it. I got you. Well, no, you shouldn't pour your heart out to him. No, absolutely not. And the cards here are not even about him. And this comes through once in a while. I mean, actually, it comes through a lot, but it's coming through really strong for you. You're so worried about this connection, but all of the cards are singular cards. Spirit's trying to work on you. Spirit's not worried about him right now. Spirit wants you to do some things, Sasha. And that's great you're seeing him. And that's fine. But Spirit is going, you two are, you got the art card. That's temperance. When temperance comes in, that means that you were pulled apart by, you weren't pulled apart by him or you. Spirit, God, your higher power said, no, 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 this is not a healthy connection right now. Someone is giving way too much of themselves to this person, right? Someone's giving way too much of themselves to this person and not getting it in return. We don't allow that. God doesn't allow us to love someone else more than we love ourselves. And when God or Goddess sees us doing that, they get taken away from us. So I don't know if it was you who was doing the too much loving of them or they who were loving you too much, but someone was loving the other person way too much, not loving themselves enough, and so they get taken away. And it's not because you can't love that person. It's because you don't love yourself enough first. So if they're loving you too much, they weren't loving themselves enough, or vice versa. If you were loving them too much, you weren't loving yourself enough. Someone was not putting themselves first, and that's why the need for separation. The battle is with for you, and regardless whether it's you or it's this person, what you're being guided to do is to do your battle here. You've got this universe card, and this is about focusing. If he needs to go learn to love himself more, then you've got to do your battle with where you mirror that. Or if that's you, then they need to do the same thing while you do your stuff. And the point of this experience is pouring your heart out to that person would be completely unnecessary because that person knows how you feel about them. That's what's coming through here in all the cards. That person knows how you feel. That's not the problem in the first place. You not caring about this person is not the reason you're apart. That, guys, the only time you need to pour your heart out to somebody is if the reason you're apart is because you have led them to believe you don't care. If you have led someone to believe you don't care and you do care, then you should pour your heart out. If someone is leaving you for some other reason, you have no reason to pour your heart out. Okay? We both were giving too much. Yeah, you've both have, and so look what's coming. You've got the Empress card. That's a beautiful thing. The Empress card is the divine feminine energy in her power, in her balance, in her aligned strength, knowing what's up. And that lotus flower is about you and the perfect timing when you're ready to bloom and be ready to receive the masculine or someone else into your life. Look, the fortune card or wheel of fortune, that's what this card is. It's in reverse. That's literally that's literally a message saying to you from source, full stop, right? We're not talking about a comma, not even a semicolon, even though a semicolon is kind of a period. We're talking about a full period here. It's a full stop. The wheel's not turning. If this was upright and the wheel was turning and I saw some two of cups or something coming in, I would say, yeah, go get this. What seeing this person is great because there's love there, and I'm sure you can have a beautiful time when you see them. Yes, it's going to be great to see them because you guys love each other so much. But do you need to pour your heart out and try to make something happen here? No. You just don't. And I think it's important for you to know that you don't need to do that. Because to think you would need to do that would be to assume that there's something that they don't know. And that's not the problem here, right? That's not the problem here. So what Spirit wants you to do is to go within and stay in your knowing. Don't listen to anyone else, including that person. Stay in your knowing, in your heart space about what you already know is true about the connection. And that will show you what moves to make next. Because behind the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is the Tower card upright. Something definitely, I know I've had this kind of experience, and it was literally because I was putting someone else's needs ahead of my own. When you do that, God says, no, that's against the rules, buddy. Guess what? You want to try to love somebody more than yourself? They're going to get snatched away from you so quick because that's a rule that I don't allow you to break. You've got to value and love yourself first, last, and all the way. This is not a bad card, though. The good thing about the Temperance card is, and I love this for you, is this is a confirmation of pretty much everything you said, that person is a soul partner to you, that you have a soul connection with that person and they mean something to you, because Temperance is usually a temporary separation, not a permanent one. So when I see the Temperance card here for you, I think to myself, well, you really don't need to worry because it's probably all going to work itself out sooner or later anyway. This isn't someone that's going to be out of your life forever. This person will not be gone from your life forever, so you don't need to worry about that. Okay, you can have faith that even with doing nothing to change the current circumstances, it's going to work itself out. What you're being guided to focus on is that serpent that you're wrestling with, whatever that represents. This feels like it's about finding your own. It's more about freedom. To me, this feels like it's about freedom. There's also a little bit of insecurity, even with this person that you love so much, in being truly yourself and feeling comfortable being who you really are. Like, you don't have to wear a mask with this person. It's such a freeing thing to find someone that you don't have to wear a mask with, right? So that's a great energy, and you can know that. You don't need to. It's just things are being built. It's still being constructed. It's under construction. There's a lot of scaffolding. Like in New York City, especially, or the Washington, the Capitol building. Remember, like a couple years back, when if you put on like CNN or something, the Capitol building was all covered in scaffolding because it was all being worked on. There's work being done. There's construction being done on this relationship. You don't need to make any big desperate. You don't need to make any big desperate effort to fix it. You just need to trust that it's exactly where it's supposed to be, and it's going to work itself out. You can have peace in that. I'm telling you, like, take a deep breath and know it's going to work out. It's okay. Like, it's not, you don't have to worry about it. Just let it be. Trust that, gosh, there's a lot of time left. I know things have been kind of janky this year, guys, but we're going to be here a while. We're going to be here a minute. Nothing's as urgent as it seems in the moment, especially like when our hearts are broken and stuff, everything seems urgent. But you know what? You're going to be there 10 years from now. He's going to be there 10 years from now. Nothing's urgent. It's going to work itself out. Have faith in that, okay? You're welcome, Sasha. Yeah, I know, and you just needed to hear it. It came through for you very clearly. But remember that you don't have to jump off you don't need to jump off of your throne for anyone. And in fact, when you do that, you're doing the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing to work this thing out. Okay. Yeah, Crystal, I just got from someone. Yeah, I think that must have been you. Was it somebody? Velez came through. Linda Velez, is that you? Yep, yep, yep. I've got Megan and then you. Yep. Yeah, guys, when I'm doing the reading for someone else, just hold your horses because I'll get to it. But and I see the notifications pop up. I may not call it out right away just because I'm in the middle of reading for somebody and we don't want to interrupt the energy. But I'll always call it out when it's time. Yes, this is so true and so many. Yeah, I know it is. Oh, I know it. Do you guys, if it wasn't so true, do you think I would be so comfortable saying that to you? Like I could feel that was true. No, it's okay, Crystal. I don't mean. I'm not scolding you. I want everyone to hear that message that to just to know that you don't have to. If you send it, I'll see it. Don't worry. Okay, Megan, you're next. Where's Megan? Megan Meza. Megan Meza. What does the near future hold for Megan? Megan, near future for Megan. Huh, I hear you. Hold on. That Empress card's wanting to come back out again. And the Lovers, two majors. Definitely big things happening for you right now. You've got you and the Pisces. One of the big issues for you guys right now is the ego. You've got this ego death thing. You might be a little closer to it than they are, but the ego death is a big story in your connection right now, and you've got to let that happen. The ego death takes time. Listen, the ego death takes time. And when I say time, it can take years. But it does happen, and it will happen. It doesn't usually happen simultaneously. Usually one of you and then the other. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't like to talk too much personally about my, especially my spiritual endeavors, but that's a big part of that ego death. It happens sometimes incrementally as well. So just know that's a big story for you. That's a big storyline for you in this Pisces is the ego death. For you, you're very much coming into your own as the divine feminine. You've got the ethereal and the physical here, both spiritual and physical forms. High Priestess, Empress, very, very strong energies. And you know what? Long distance brings out, when we talk about an incremental ego death, a relationship going long distance, that's when it brings out little things that are problematic, right? Little things that make it harder, little things in the back of our mind. And that's all of that is part of the ego death when it comes to what it truly means to love someone. What, because that's when you start learning, wow, what does it really mean? What does it really mean to love someone? What does it mean to really love someone? Like, that's a deep thought, and that's what comes out of the death of the ego. You've got this good connection here, and it definitely goes back longer than 12 years, right? Six of Cups tells us that this connection goes back a long, long way. We're not talking about 12 years, right? We're talking about maybe 12 centuries. You know, this thing goes way back. You've got a great outcome card here. The Nine of Cups suggests to me that when I see the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups, because it is like a wish fulfillment card, I do tend to tell people, whatever you've been sort of daydreaming about in this connection, whatever you've been hoping for in the future, it's safe to hope for that. Like, it's going to work itself out in a beautiful way. But also, you need to know that the major arcanas aren't in your near future. They're in your current energy. So although the outcome is good, there's a beautiful outcome here. What you need to be focusing on is right now. And it's not really the right now, again, same as for some other people tonight. The right now isn't really about this person. The right now is about you. Because look, High Priestess, that's your energy. Empress, that's your energy. The Lovers, this is more about the two of you. But two of the three cards are about you, your energy, your ascension path, right? So what can I, if I were in your shoes, what I would be doing right now, I would be asking myself, how can I grow spiritually into more of the person I want to be? How can I love myself, mind, body, and spirit? And how can I better love my partner? Now, the loving myself, we have to talk about taking care of yourself physically, meditating, doing your daily rituals, doing the things which show love for yourself in tangible, both tangible and intangible ways. These things are very important. Guys, I was talking to Jai from Channel for Grace on Friday. Was it Friday we were talking? Yeah, on Friday. And we're going to be doing we're going to be doing a Purium, 10-day Purium intense cleanse. We're going to be leading, and we want a bunch of you to join us. It's not coming up tomorrow. We're going to do it down the road a little bit because we want people to have time to plan for it and do it with us. Because the more people that do this, and that's the body, mind, that's not just body, that's body, mind, and spirit. It's all three, this Purium cleanse. It's focused mostly, of course, on body, right? It's a physical cleanse. But the more people that do this, the more we can manifest abundance together, and the more we can raise the vibration and see beautiful things come into our life as the result. Yeah, and this, we're not doing 30 days. We're going to lead a 10-day intense. You're welcome to do 30 days, but we're going to do a 10-day intense, and I want people to consider doing this with us. It's probably going to be in the next month or so, right? We're looking at mid-October, mid-late October, but we want people to join in order to really, really get on the ball, get with the program, and manifest your best life. And so the more people we have doing this together, the better, okay? And so I really suggest you get, right now, put it into your awareness, start thinking about it, start thinking of how, because it's expensive, guys. The Purium, even the 10-day, I think is a couple hundred, it may be 200 or right around there. So start thinking about how you would pay for that. You know, how would I do that? Because it's an expense. So Valerie, do you remember how much the 10-day is? I always do the 30, so I don't know. And that's like $350, I think. So do you remember how much the 10-day is? It may be 200, it may be a little less, but it's right around there, guys. And what I would say is, if it's something you think you might want to do, prepare yourself mentally now, okay? But this is good for you. This looks good. I would say about 200. Yeah, that sounds right. I would say for you, Megan, the outlook is really good, but let the focus be right now, mind, body, spirit for Megan and not for the Pisces. That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true, Crystal. Actually, it's your turn. I think you put your question up accidentally, right? You're saying, where is it? Will I reconcile with my husband? We are separated and getting a divorce. I love and miss him so much. Okay. You're welcome, Megan. Crystal. And I'm going to see you tomorrow, Valerie. You guys have a long, you got that Six of Cups connection. There's a lot of conflict. No, so, okay, good, Valerie. And I also will see some other people tomorrow too. I have a couple readings tomorrow. You know, Crystal, the cards are not showing a reconciliation for you and your spouse, I have to say. What they are showing is a really empowered and enlightened version of you. And it also is making me feel, based on the Six of Cups, that this connection is going to be stronger in the future than it is right now. So I see you guys coming into a better place, like a strong friendship. But I'm not sure if it's going to be the relationship you had in the past. And the reason I say that is because the outcome card is the Ten of Wands. That's an ending. So we can't, there's no way for me to, to get anything but an ending from that card. So as an outcome, you're on a path that you're meant to be on with this person right now. Why? I don't know. And past that, there's no telling what can happen, because you're growing so much from this. Like you were just saying, when you feel good, you bring in positive things. Well, maybe right now you're not at a place where you're feeling so good, and that's why the outcome is the Ten of Wands. But you're being called to grow into this high priestess energy, which is a strong, powerful, divine feminine energy. And you're also being told that the hanged man energy is here for a reason for you. The hanged man is a place where we gain a lot of enlightenment. It can feel like we're stagnating, but we inevitably come out of this hanged man energy wiser than before and more empowered. It just doesn't feel good while we're in it. It's very similar to the Hermit card, except you're not necessarily all alone going through it. The Six of Cups does suggest a past life connection with your spouse. So that tends to be something that's going to be cyclical and continue to experience new cycles and new things. But yeah, well, I've been getting that you've been getting that we would reconcile, but you're not too sure. Well, I don't see that in the near future at all. And I have to be honest, that's not in the near future here. You've got the Five of Wands and the Ten of Wands. The Five of Wands is conflict, and the Ten of Wands is an ending. So what is coming to an end for sure is the conflict. So that's why I said there could be a friendship here for sure. And listen, I'm not going to tell you there's no reconciliation. There could be. I mean, there's a lot of a stronger you emerging from this, and there's definitely a mutual energy of respect and friendship coming out the end of this. So I feel like whatever's going on now, if there is a little bit of conflict of some kind, maybe it's because there's a divorce going on. Maybe that's what the conflict is, just like the legal process, It could be that simple. Whatever that is, it's going to come to an end. And then what's beyond that, I don't see. It's not there yet. But so right now, no, I cannot say that there is a reconciliation in the near future for you. What's in the near future is an end and an end to conflict and a chance for you to grow exponentially. What I would do if I were you is take the opportunity to grow exponentially and then see what happens. Where there's love, there's always hope, right? And if you love this person, then of course there's hope. If they were married to you, then they probably love you too, right? Even if you're not in love with each other right now, who knows what's going on? But, I don't know too many people who want to marry someone they don't love. So I like the Six of Cups for you. I like that there's going to be an end to conflict. And I also think that even though there is an ending in sight, it's for the best. It's not a major arcana, so it's not a hard ending or a full stop ending, but it is an ending. So for you to really come out of this the best you can and be open to a potential for either reconciliation with him or with anyone. You want to embrace this high priestess energy. That's telling you, even when you feel very alone, like you've been made to feel maybe through this divorce, you're never alone. You have your spiritual team on your side. And when you learn to work with them, like you're being told and guided to do, that's when the real power comes in and the real beauty can start. So really focus right now on that and let the other chips kind of fall where they may. But no, the official answer has to be no with that Ten of Wands there, okay? Thank you, and I wish you well. I hope that it all ends very soon and very smoothly. That's everybody on my list, guys. I don't think we've got anyone else, so I'm going to wrap it up for the night. I love you guys. Thank you. You're welcome, Crystal. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys have a great Sunday night. I'll be back. If not before, I'll be back on Wednesday. I've got people that I've got to get things done. Yeah, then just send questions. It's going to be a while, so no rush on the quins. On the quins. The quins. The quins will be in a week. No, I am not Barbara Walters, and it is not a quins. It is a cleanse. Yeah, it's going to be sometime in late October, probably. We haven't set a date yet, so questions are welcome. I'll probably be on Wednesday. And more Zodiac readings to come, guys. I've also got some personals. One person, Philip. Philip, if you see this, your personal is on its way, okay? That's on top of my list tomorrow. I've had a tough time doing Philip's reading. Oh man, when I've done cleanses, guys, it's been amazing. And I'll tell you, the Purium drink, the actual green drink the power shake that Purium provides you is so amazing. It's all superfood, organic. It's organic superfoods, non-GMO, and vegan, non-GMO, and I feel so good. It helps me connect spiritually. It's like a magic potion. It's amazing. It really is. And I did the cleanse for a few days after my birthday last week, just to sort of, because I have all the products here, and I used a lot of them regularly, but I went back and did like an intense version for about a week, and it resets you. It just helps you sort of, a lot of you have noticed, look, since I did that, 2 weeks ago now, my readings are much more on point again. I just feel energized and I'm connected. I'm always connected, but I'm connected just a little bit more, you know? So it's definitely worth it. I highly recommend it. It's worth the money. And I know the first time I did it, it is expensive. And the first time I did it, I was an hourly employee working a 9 to 5 job. So I know, but I set my mind to it. I was like, I know this is going to help me. And it did. And it's been a part of my life ever since. So I highly recommend it. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to head out. I will see you guys later. You guys have a great rest of your weekend and make tomorrow a good Monday. Bye, guys.